What is going on, guys? It is Big Mike here. We are back today with another Slow Bros podcast. And today I'm here with my boys, Extreme and Venomzzz. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we good. Or I'm good at least. Extreme, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys on because people have been requesting it for a long time. I put out a poll
Yeah.
a long time ago. Should I have Extreme and Venomzzz on the podcast? That was earlier this year, and overwhelmingly people voted yes. So, I had to do it. I had to do it.
The amount of ult accounts we made for that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I
And
mean, I didn't make any.
did you guys actually make alt accounts for that?
No.
No. It's a joke.
I used like one, and that was about it.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. And Fleur has been requesting it. Like every time I post anything on the SlowBroz podcast account, Fleur's like, "Where's the Extreme and Venomzzz podcast?" Me patiently waiting for the Extreme and Venomzzz podcast. So I guess people have been waiting for it. So
Shout out to Fleur.
shout out to Fleur.
Shout out
Boy
to
Joe.
my boy Fleur, Big Joe. Let's go.
Jojo.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna get the podcast started today with a little bit of an interview because I know not everyone knows these guys, even though if you're on Twitter at all in the zombies community, you've definitely seen Extreme. And you've definitely seen that half the zombies community has him blocked, but how many are on that blocked list now, Extreme?
I think last time I counted, it was like 41.
41.
What the fuck?
Yeah, getting up there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have a goal? Like, are you going for the 50 block speed run or?
My goal is about 65.
65?
Yeah, that's gonna be like pretty much blocked by everyone except by who I talk to. So
Okay. So who are the biggest names that you have on your block list?
Fur can walk.
Okay.
Sluya.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you count McDonald's, but yeah.
McDonald's has you blocked?
Yeah.
Why?
Like ages and ages ago, I like tweeted that their food is like really bad and like they should all quit their jobs or something like that. And
we're talking about the actual
yeah.
McDonald's. I thought you meant like Crash My Bandicoot or something.
No.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're blocked by McDonald's.
I don't think Crash My Bandicoot even has Twitter anymore. I know he used to.
Wait, how does a big ass corporation like McDonald's see your tweets talking shit about them?
I'm just a big guy, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like people probably talk shit about McDonald's on Twitter every day. I mean, are they really that sensitive?
I'm just a big guy to them,
Wait, was it McDonald's UK or which McDonald's was it?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's probably the McDonald's in Canada. They probably got offended by you. They're not used to that kind of words. Hey, quit your job, eh?
Yeah.
You better say sorry. Or I'm not going to see you on Twitter tomorrow.
Say sorry. You're not going to get on coupons from Canada.
I can't wait to get a response from Mango for this.
Yeah, be like, what the fuck, bro? Fuck my people. Oh shit, that's funny as fuck. I actually never knew you were blocked by McDonald's.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Biggest news in the zombies community recently. Definitely the biggest news. All right. So
the most wanted.
All right. So Extreme, introduce yourself. Who are you? Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hi, I'm Extreme. I'm 17. I pretty much just speedrun zombies, but like for high rounds. Yeah.
All right.
Play Black Ops 3.
Fucking lame.
Thank you.
All right. So Venomzzz, introduce yourself.
Yeah. What up, squad? It's Venomzzz up in this bitch. I can curse, right?
Yes.
Alright, just making sure. Alright, I'm Venomzzz, also known as Titan Lion 07, back from the OG days. Yeah. I just play Overwatch and Classified. About it, really. I'm 18 and I'm going to film school. What?
Oh shit. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of stuff in the like film industry are you trying to do?
Like screenplay shit, have a
Ooh,
story and stuff.
okay. Have you
Yeah.
written anything before?
Yeah. Why
What
you laughing? Fuck
when
out, bro.
when are we gonna get a zombies community reveal? When are we gonna see this screenplay you wrote?
Uh,
It's about the zombies community. There's one.
Wait, it's about the zombies community?
no, there was one where we just made like titles for like a zombies community movie. It's funny as fuck.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
made a lot of those.
We made like 40 of titles. The Return of Yezi, which happened. And like what's funny is some of these titles actually fucking happened. Like I forget some of them, but like a lot of them happened. I remember there was one called there was one called like Return of Yezi, and like the next month like Yezi came back playing 5 for a while.
Oh,
That shit was so weird.
so you were like predicting stuff that was gonna happen in the zombies community.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, any other ones that you're hoping to come true?
I don't remember this fucking things actually.
Extreme and Venom's on SlowBroz. That one came true.
I think there was something like that. I think there is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
We named it like everything, like literally.
Yeah.
All right. So
That shit was so fun.
like we all know you guys as kind of a duo. Like it's usually like, oh, Extreme and Venom's. How did you guys meet each other?
This motherfucker bullied me during my DE days. And I was really butthurt by it. Like I was playing DE one day for fun. This motherfucker's like, "You gonna enter, bitch?" I was like, "Whoa, what up with it?" And then like I don't know, we started like talking like December of 2019. Some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because I was talking to Mr. Flawless and all of them, and like I was playing like this Ascension game, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And yeah, then like I took a long ass break from zombies, like 3 months probably. And then April, Extreme was like, "You want to do a tag 2P?" I was like, "Fuck it." And then yeah, we went from there.
Were you guys talking while you had that 3-month break from zombies?
Not really. I mean, he like texted me saying tag, like every month he texts me saying tag 2P. And then one time I was just like, "Sure, let's play."
Well, because the thing that happened was I messaged you in like the start of March, like, yeah, do you want to do a tag 2 pin? Yeah, like, yeah, I have time next week. And then like a whole month later, you messaged me back and you're like, yeah, in like 2 weeks.
Oh, why tag 2P though? That seems like an interesting game to come back to.
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I remember Cape like bringing it up for some reason, and I was just like, yeah, okay. So I just messaged Venomzzz, and eventually we did it.
Did you guys get the record?
Yeah, we did for a little bit
at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's funny is like that was our first time playing the fucking map, so we had like no idea what the fuck was going on, like at all, and we just like walked around.
The way it ended is even better as well. You just joined my game.
Yeah, so like Extreme like crashed or something, and I was inviting him back, but I was spamming him invites, and then I accidentally just joined him. I was like, "Oh shit!" So
they let you join another game when you're in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I blame the developers for that one. That's bullshit. You should not be able to join a game when you're in a game.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It's like we played at like 110, and then the next day we played 12 hours and got to like 162 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn,
like we legit played 12 hours of tag, and we were like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
You didn't get to instas, bro. You didn't get to instas.
Oh, we got 162. Like,
And this is when like Extreme like streamed off the fucking PlayStation, so I had to join like PlayStation parties and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, those days are way over, man.
Way over.
are you
But then
on
yeah.
PC now, Extreme?
Yeah, I recently came on PC. Yeah.
Good,
Uh,
good, good.
Good boy. Good boy.
good boy, Pat Pat.
Are you on keyboard and mouse or controller still?
I'm learning keyboard and mouse. I'd say I'm quite confident in it at the moment. I'm probably gonna start a game soon. No
On
idea what.
D? Oh,
I mean, everyone I talk to saying start one on D, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of like DE and tag, Venomzzz, what games do you play? Like any kind of games, what games do you play?
Well, I play a lot of Overwatch now, like
Mm-hmm.
more recently. But like 2 months ago, I started getting back into Classified a lot, and then like I was just testing strats and shit. And I got bored and I hopped back on Overwatch, but that's about it. Overwatch and a little bit of Classified here and there.
Yeah, so I'm not although I play a lot of video games, I don't really consider myself that much of a gamer because I only play Call of Duty. I pretty much just play the Black Ops games and like 95% zombies. So, I mean, I used to play some Pokemon, Soul Silver, and I played a little bit of other games like on DS and stuff when I was younger, but once I got a PC, I got it for COD World War II, and then I just kept playing COD ever since.
Yeah,
Yeah. What about you,
I used to be
Extreme?
like that.
It used to be just zombies for like the longest time. And then recently I started playing like zombies and like the Batman Arkham games and stuff like that.
Okay.
Uh, I really got into that. That's kind of it's kind of taken me away from zombies, to be honest.
Oh, and we played Resident Evil.
I mean,
I did.
I mean, we was playing that, and then eventually you just stopped joining. Like, we still need to finish that.
Oh, so you're playing it co-op?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
we played Resident Evil 6, like one
is
of the
it
worst ones to play.
is it a co-op campaign or is it like a multiplayer style thing?
A
Like,
co-op campaign, yeah.
Yeah, co-op campaign.
okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Playing a horror game with two people. I've never really tried that.
It was good while it lasted.
Hmm. But the Batman Arkham games though, I played Arkham City, I believe. I haven't finished it or
Ooh.
anything, but I played a good amount of it. I used to play on the Wii U when I was younger, and then
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I got it on PC a while back because it was on discount, and it's a really fun game. I definitely liked it.
Batman
yeah.
games are pretty fun.
The only thing that Hax was telling me is like to platinum them, it's very long. So I'm probably gonna be on the Batman games for quite a while.
Is that like
Yeah.
all achievements? What is platinum?
Pretty much it's just to get every trophy you can get,
Oh,
and then
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to just beat the missions. I've never tried to actually get trophies or anything like that. I'm kind of brain dead with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I never go for trophies either. I just play the game.
I can
I was
barely
Hax
gonna
finish the
definitely.
level.
platinum.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna platinum. What's it called? The new Resident Evil game, but I just didn't want to replay it at all.
Yeah, I can barely finish the levels as it is. So yeah, I definitely don't think I could find trophies or anything.
Mm.
So, what do you
Especially
Yeah, what's up?
oh, especially since some of them are like replay the game on like the hardest difficulty and stuff like that. So
Mm,
yeah, it's very annoying.
that would be tough.
Yeah.
I play on easy mode.
So do I on most of my first playthroughs. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you guys
Prestige.
doing IRL right now? Are you guys in school? Are you working? You just chilling out, playing zombies and Overwatch all day? Or
Pretty much. That's what I'm doing at least. Well, I mean, like, I'm doing like stuff with like IRO friends and shit. I've been like
Mhm.
partying a lot because like this is like my last summer until like college, so like I'm just gonna enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. So
Mhm.
I'm vibing. And plus, like I'm doing shit that I was supposed to do last summer that I couldn't do because of COVID. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
like
Yeah.
last month, I went to Michigan with some of my friends
Mhm.
for like 3 days. It was fun. Fun.
Yeah, I missed out on my post senior year summer because I graduated
Mhm.
2020, so
Yeah.
I didn't do much. I was planning on doing a lot of fun stuff, making good money at my job, but the I work at a pool and it was like very limited occupancy and it was one person per shift, so I barely made any money last year and I didn't get to do anything. I was kind of just at home most of the day, or my girlfriend and I did a couple things, but yeah, it was not the most amazing summer in the world.
Yeah, I have like a whole bucket list on what to do last summer, but
Not doing
no, I'm
co-ops.
doing it this summer.
Let's go. That's good.
Yeah, it was just co-ops with Extreme, basically.
Tag part 2 when?
Never.
More like tag part
I think
30.
yeah. The last time we played tag was probably like 8 months ago, and we were playing megas, and we disconnected on like 149.
Megas. Megas.
We were so bored that day, bro. I think it was like one of those days where like Extreme and I couldn't get a game, and we are like, let's just play fucking tag for fun and
Well,
shit.
Do you just camp at the one window with the Hellion?
yep.
Or
Yeah, pretty much.
so you got to 142. How long did that take?
Probably I don't even remember, like 4
9 hours?
hours. 9 hours? What the fuck? Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
That's how long your DE takes. I think it was like 7 hours, bro.
Actually, I think you're right. It is 7 hours.
Around
Yeah.
there.
Something like that.
Fuck 9 hours. Fuck out
I
here.
think 9 hours was the 150 and the 162, something like that.
I don't remember.
I don't know why
Yeah, we were
that's stuck in my brain, but yeah.
good memories, eh? That was like a year ago. That's fucking crazy to believe, though. That whole tag game was a year ago.
When are we doing
But, like,
tag 3P, bro? When are we doing tag
no,
3P?
let's do it like tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Let's go.
whoa, the fuck?
Fuck that. I'm not playing BO4 co-ops.
Let's do
We tried to tag
BO4.
3P, and our partner wasn't that smart.
That unnamed person.
Never doing that again.
I don't even remember who that was. I'm not gonna lie.
I did. His name. I don't want to make him embarrassed. You know who you are, motherfucker. We're in our game.
He probably doesn't, to be honest. He probably forgot.
Yeah, I tried Ascension 3P. I'm never doing a 3P ever again.
Oh
I'm
god,
done with 3P.
Ascension 3P also? Oh god.
I
You'd
didn't do
be
it with
even more
Extreme. I
sad.
did with Gladstein Data.
That sounds so
I'm surprised you
boring.
never heard of that game, bro. Everyone's like heard of that because Data got his fucking killed because this motherfucker ran into me during the horde. I was like,
He
uh,
was it? He blocked him whenever, because I don't know. I think one of you downed, right?
yeah,
And
Gladstein,
then
that was an
like
idiot.
while you tried to run away, Data just like slid in front of you and got you
Yeah.
killed.
And the funny is like it's joint record too, and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna put 100 and quit, but we died at 96.
Oh, that's tough.
Never doing that again.
No, Ascension is not good at all. Fuck that map.
So boring.
Yeah, I like my
So
BO1 Ascension a lot, but I'm never playing BO3 Ascension again after that 255. So boring.
yeah, there's no point in playing after you hit 255 either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Unless you want
K12.
to go for the fastest 255. But
Mine
I mean,
was just
unless you're
all
Mr.
monkey's luck though, because I played no gums, and I mean there wasn't
Mhm.
really anything I could do to save time because I was activating my AATs as soon as I could, and like you can't really go
Yeah.
into power and use alchems or anything. So, and I got what was it like 31 5 rounders and like 21 4 rounders, something like that, and a but a lot of my 5 rounders were in the the high rounds, like 150 plus and stuff. So it was
I feel like
unfortunate.
the only person who still plays BO3 Ascension who has 255 is Mr. Phoenix.
Yeah, actually,
I don't know who that is.
he's
He's BO3.
he used to be a BO3 player like a year ago,
Mhm.
and now actually more like 2 years ago now, and now he just plays it like on and off pretty much.
But he plays Ascension, but he has Ascension 255. It's weird.
He wants the no jug, I'm pretty sure, and then he would also wants no gums, and then he wants something else.
Oh, does
I guess.
Pikachu have the no jug? Cause he got a 255, no gums, no jug, and it was faster than my 255 actually. It was like a
I have no
61
idea.
hour, I think. This is like 61 or 62.
I didn't know he played BO3.
Yeah.
I thought you played BO1 in Cold War.
Yeah. After Cold War, oh, that actually might have been. It might have been before Cold War. Yeah, he was playing BO3 Ascension. He's also played a good amount of Knocked BO3. Like he was grinding the
Oh yeah,
shit
I
out
saw
of
that
that.
actually.
He had like
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
he was playing so many hours each day. It was ridiculous. I could never do that.
But he wasn't really known to Cold War, right?
Well,
Or
he didn't.
at least that's where I knew him.
He didn't. Well, he had an old Twitch channel, and then he quit for a few
Mhm.
years, and then he came back like a month or so before Cold War, and he started getting some views on his 255, his BO3 Ascension no jug, and then his views skyrocketed once he started playing Cold War because he was really solid at it. Yeah.
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 Makes sense.
So
Yeah, I played
yeah, what were
Cold
you
War
saying?
for me was horrible.
Yeah.
Cold War for me was horrible. When the new map came out, I was fucking struggling. It was so stupid. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, when I first played the game, I was like, this is gonna be the hardest zombies yet. And it took me like an hour. It took me an hour to get to round 30 because it was the first day I didn't know what I was doing or anything. And
Yeah.
then MC started finding strats. Like there was a spawn strat with the ray gun, then with the war machine, and then the chopper gunners, and then they found the one on top of knocked, and then it was like, all right, well, Cold War in this map is a joke. You can die as many times as you want with no penalty. You can save your life at any time with a chopper gunner or anything like that. Your ray gun kills in 2 shots. Ring of Fire is active like after a few kills. It's just yeah, fuck that game.
I'm glad I don't have
I don't even have like a 50 plus on that game, I don't think.
Yeah, I have a 50
But
exactly.
I remember like this guy named Tricky's, him and I were supposed to do a 2P on that map and we played it, but we just like goofed off. It was so funny.
Yeah, on the first week, me and Nick Zombies got like a 141 or something, and
Oh yeah, I
then
remember that game. You
we
guys crashed, didn't you?
yeah, I think
So-
I disconnected or he disconnected, and then the game updated
Mhm.
or something, so we couldn't. I disconnected and I couldn't rejoin, so
Yeah, I remember that game.
and I didn't play Cold War after that. But that was fun though. That was fun because I was, talking to a friend, and this was something we'd never done before. We were kind of just trying to invent strats and stuff. But still, I would never play it again.
I mean, I'd say like if you're bored and just want to like relax, just play Cold War. Like that's it, really.
I'd rather play World at War Shinonuma or something like that, to be
But
honest.
I would play Cold War, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. At least World at War Shinonuma has some kind of difficulty to it because the zombies are weird as fuck and the mechanics are awful. But
Yeah.
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 Oh,
All right. So I got a question for you guys. So Extreme, why do you play zombies? Like, what is your outlook on the game?
I pretty much just play zombies for the times. I can't really motivate myself to play out a game if I'm like I don't go for times. I don't really know. I like that's always been a thing. I don't know why, but yeah, I Yeah, I don't know. I just can't motivate myself unless I'm playing fast. Like I've quit out of games like 200 plus just because like I'll be like an hour and a half slow and I just can't find myself to play the game.
So are you looking at it from the world record perspective, like, oh, I want to get a world record, or you're comparing it against how well you think you can do, like personally?
I'm just comparing it. Yeah, comparing it to how well I think I can do, and then if I don't get those times, I don't really feel motivated to play the game at all.
If it's dependent on RNG, like if you're playing a map where pretty much the time save is from dog rounds or something, are you still gonna quit out for being slow?
Uh,
Like the giant or something like that? Because I think you were playing the giant a while ago, right?
I mean, in the giant, I with dogs, I got like the worst RNG you could ever have. I had like 10 4-rounders throughout the whole game and like 35 rounders. Um, it was still a really fast game, so I think for giant, the dogs don't really affect the times as much as you think it would. It'd be more like I think I mean obviously DE is like really dog dependent. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can go from like it'd be like a 24-hour 3200, and then you could also just because of like a few bad dogs you get like a 26-hour 200. It's very RNG dependent.
What is it,
Um
6 to 13? You can either get, or the dog rounds.
yes, it's 7 to 13
Seven
and
to 13. That's a huge split. Like if you got all 7 rounders compared to all 13 rounders, I can't imagine how much of a time save that would be.
yeah. I've had games that are like straight 13 rounders to 150, and then I've had games that are like all like 7, 8, 9 straight to 150, and I mean it was like 2.5 hour time save between the two of them.
Damn.
So it's it's definitely a lot of time.
2.5 hours in a, like, how long was that game? Like 2.5 hours for
Uh,
a, like a 12 hour, 15 hour game, or
I think the one with 13 rounders, I
Mhm.
think I ended that at some point, and well to 150 it was like 13 and a half, and then to 150 in the other game it was like 10:30.
Oh yeah, that's a huge time save then, because
Mm-hmm.
that's, yeah, like that's solid 20% time save or something like that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's really stupid how much RNG you need on that map.
Yeah. So would you be, I mean, this kind of goes into another topic we are going to talk about, but how do you feel about patching RNG on BO3?
Um, I think if you're patching setups, like obviously depending on which setup you're talking about, I think it doesn't really affect the times as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're restarting for like giant first books or like SOE first books or something, I think it would make sense to patch that,
Mm-hmm.
just because all it does is take out the RNG. It doesn't really like for obviously for that bit, yeah, it takes out the RNG of like because obviously it's either that or you spend like 10 15 hours just restarting, and obviously it makes sense to just patch the books.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it gets to stuff like dogs, I mean also like the box on like moon, I don't really think you should be able to patch that. I think you patch QEDs and that's about it. But yeah, dogs, I think that kind of just ruins the game if you patch that like at all. I think it's the same on BO1 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't really know how I feel about that. Obviously you can't compare patched dogs to unpatched dogs, but I don't know if it would be beneficial to have a separate category for all patched RNG. Like on Derice, LV's made a patch that Niraj, Fleur, me, we were all playing on, where it had, I believe, set dogs, the drop percentage was increased, the trade average was set to 20 throughout the game. So I mean, that seemed like a fun category to play in. Definitely seemed like a fun category to play in, but I don't know if people would actually get competitive in that category and play it a lot.
Uh, I definitely think if there was a separate category for it, there'd be certain people that would like get really into it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and yeah, I think it would make sense to make another one, like another category just for that. just because it would make another section to play out the game, make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the more options, the better, because the game is definitely dying, or it's been dying within the last few years, and new little ways of playing the game will revive it. Like no AATs was pretty big. Or I saw a couple people playing no AATs. I think you did. Zombie Dog, Square. There's a good amount of people playing no AATs like a month ago or so. And then like on Black Ops 2 Origins Easter egg, that thing got completely revived when they started patching the RNG, but then that died completely within a few weeks because they patched too much stuff. Like they were patching 4 drops per round every round. Like I think it was the first 4 zombies or something you get drops, and they were patching everything, and it kind of made it where there was very, very little skill involved. It was just like movement skill at that point. But
I mean, if there's a separate category for that, then yeah. But that's like I don't think that would last very long.
yeah, it people got good times and they just dipped and didn't want to play it anymore, which is completely understandable.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, Venomzzz, what do you think the future of zombies is? Because right now, there's definitely not as many people playing zombies as there were maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. So, like, how do we keep zombies interesting? What do you think people are going to be playing in the future?
Fuck, bro. Honestly, nothing. I don't think
Nothing.
there will be like a. I don't think there will be a like a future of zombies, in my opinion. I feel like people are just gonna leave. Like I know I'm leaving community like once I'm done with classified and probably like another map, but I'm pretty sure Extreme said he was gonna leave after DE or not play as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, like a lot of people are like leaving. Like I don't remember what was Fleur's last game, like that 140 or whatever on threes.
Yeah.
Fleur doesn't play
It's
that much. It's mostly just like Booyah, Zamba, um, Burt here and there. Who else? But
Mango
yeah, like those
plays a good
guys.
amount. Yeah, I
Wait,
see.
which go? The Shino
Mang.
player?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, yeah, he plays a lot.
I was playing a lot until I came home from school. I haven't been playing as much since I got home from college, but I'm gonna be playing some Shino Numa because there's a gauntlet, and then hopefully some Ascension, and then for my tournament, I don't know, maybe my tournament will bring some people back or at least get some people to play. That would be fun. Because, I mean, there's a chance to win money. Obey Undead is going to fund it, they said. So that's pretty sick. Because
I mean, if that's the case, like if your tournament like brings back the community, then like I guess just add more tournaments if it like if people enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to make as many tournaments as I can if people like it. And I can obviously make some tweaks. If they don't like certain types of like games that I brought in or maps, then I could change it for the next one. Like I could do an only BO1 one or an only BO3 one, or I could do an Easter egg speedrun one, or I could take out the time trials or anything like that. But there's just infinite possibilities. And I want to do these live, so um, I'm gonna try to have commentators, and I don't know. I think there's a lot for viewers to watch there, and also a lot of opportunity for players because they're all going to have a good chance because it's not just one game. Like if it was BO1 and Slayer was playing and Furt was playing, they would conquer everyone. But because it's BO1, BO2, BO3, there's not a lot of people that are masters at all 3 of those games. So each round you might have a chance of beating the other person. It really depends.
Also, another thing, I've been talking to like some other people recently, and like they're just playing remix now, and they are enjoying like the whole remix thing, which is kind of cool. Like my friend Tricky's been playing Remix 5 and shit. He's been enjoying that. So
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I was playing Remix Ascension and Remix Derice, and it was really, really fun at first. Like the first day or two, I was having so much fun, but well, I died on Ascension, so I didn't really have a chance on that. But once I got to like around 80 or 90 on Darius Remix, I got super, super bored with it. Like, because you don't really trade. I had one trade, I think, and it was a couple hits, and you just get drops every round. And I definitely think it has possibility of being fun and competitive for the 15 hours, but I've seen they released a version of it that has normal reset. I think that would be so incredibly boring for like a 70-hour game. I
Oh,
don't know.
really? I don't really know what remix is, but I
It
just
it has like the drop percentage is increased. 2 Bettys kills a whole horde. 2 Claymores kills a whole horde. So basically, you can get drops at any round. The trade average is ridiculous. Like so, as you hit the box, the average or the percentage of getting the wonder weapon goes up. Double tap is double tap 2.0. It's all 4-rounders. Insta start on round 99, I think, and it's every other round. 15-hour reset. Yeah, those are just a few of the things, but it's definitely interesting. It's definitely fun.
Sounds a lot more fun than
I
the
don't
actual game.
I don't really know what Remix 5 is like, but it seems to me Tricky's is enjoying it.
I think they have a waff on Remix 5. Like when you kill the Pentagon Thief, I think you get a waff, which is kind of interesting.
So it's like killing George from Call of Duty.
Yeah, I believe so. And then all those other things that I talked about, they are a thing on 5. And then 5 will have its own little things that, like, I think windows are set automatically. And I'm sure there's some other changes with the traps, but I'm not exactly sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
so you really think there's not going to be a future of zombies? Like in 3 years, you don't think many people are going to be playing the game?
Probably not.
What about you, Extreme?
It's like
I think if if I mean if there's a new zombies game that like isn't rubbish, then there could be quite a few more people coming back. But if they keep on going the direction they're going, I really doubt it's gonna last that long. Unless there's like, I don't know, people get really into no ATs or something like that that just
Mhm.
like brings new life to the whole game. Because otherwise, I don't really see it lasting that long. Because there's only so many times you can like get to around 40, die, quit, and then just do the whole thing again.
Mhm.
It's- yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we can possibly maintain the amount of players we have right now, like stay around the same number. But I think actually growing the community would be extremely hard. We definitely need something that makes a big difference. Like I was talking with Nick back when we both had the podcast together, and we were saying something like, what if a big creator shines some light on the competitive community? Like basically, let's say I had my tournament and a big creator watched the tournament on their stream. Then thousands of people who were not introduced to the competitive community would see some competitive BO1, 2, and 3. And maybe 5% of them would go and follow one of the people that were playing. And then maybe like 10% of those guys will actually start playing. And it's like slow growth like that could definitely cause the community to get bigger. But I really do think it takes a big external factor for that to happen. Like if we keep going the way we're going, we're definitely not going to grow. But if we're having tournaments, for reaching out, making connections, possibly making more podcasts, videos like Krups's videos, those are amazing. I think those are great for growing the community as well.
Yeah.
yeah, even like what's his face watched it, Lex or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He watched one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krups has
Perhaps you can make
a
really good ones, yeah.
yeah, he makes insanely good videos. Like they're really well made, interesting, definitely easy to follow for somebody that doesn't know about the competitive community.
Yeah, definitely.
And a nicer way of saying it too.
What?
What do you
Like a
mean?
nicer way of saying it, because like he has Extreme, he'll be a dick to you because Extreme's a meanie head.
Like,
He'll yell at you.
yeah.
Right, Extreme?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I hope my tournaments can bring in some more people, or at least like make people enjoy the community and not want to leave or anything like that. But it's just definitely a lot to ask for one person's tournament to make that much of a difference. I mean, that could be one thing, but we definitely need more than just that to grow the community more.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
When are you starting your tournament?
I'm not exactly sure yet. Maybe in a couple weeks. Yeah, probably in a couple weeks, because I still need to find out who wants to participate, talk to Obey Undead about how much the prize pool is going to be, organize the commentators, the times where we're going to do it. Like I need to, since it's one-on-one, it won't be that bad. So I'll just be like, all right, are you guys available at this time or this time? And they find a time they're both available, and then we can stream it and have me commentate over it or somebody else commentate over it. So there's a lot of organizing that needs to happen. So I would say within a few weeks. But yeah, definitely within the next month, because I want to get this done before I go back to school, most likely, because I go back to
Yeah.
school September 15th.
Also, another thing about the future of zombies, it seems like some people enjoy like custom maps, like Winter Wonderland. It seems like some people enjoyed that a lot. I remember seeing a lot of people play it, like Flare and all of them. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Scrap plays it still. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Scrap plays the World at War version of it, but
oh yeah, right.
yeah, that map is really fun. That map's really fun. It's pretty difficult. A lot of the RNG has been reduced as well. So I think having more maps like that are definitely good for the community. I don't know if anybody is trying to make new maps right now. I know a lot of people on BO3 are still doing that, but I'm not a huge fan of the BO3 custom maps.
Yeah, the PO3 custom maps don't seem interesting at all.
Yeah, they're all just probably AAT maps, or I mean, nobody seems to high around the BO3 versions.
No.
But
I think the last high round I saw with BO3 was the Leviathan one.
oh yeah, that's right. And that one was brain dead easy, I think.
Yeah, I did. It was so stupid.
It's very fast.
Or there was a transit one, but
Did that get made? I heard about that one. Did it like get made?
yeah,
Or
it
is
got
this...
made.
Oh.
But I was watching a firm play it and it just looked so stupid.
Yeah, a lot of those maps are cool for like walking around and having a first couple playthroughs, maybe doing a little Easter egg, but actually going for high rounds in them, they're usually unstable, boring, like AAT style strategies or boring wonder weapon strategies, something like that.
Yeah. That's mostly what Call of Duty is now. It seems like it's not really like strategy based anymore. It's just Easter egg style. That's the way I look at it in a way.
I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I mean, I like BO3 eggs a lot. I didn't play BO4 eggs, and Cold War eggs are fucking awful, but I do like the Easter egg part of it, because I was doing Easter egg speedruns for a solid maybe 4, 5, 6 months. Just like I didn't play high rounds at all, and I was really enjoying it, and it was definitely something new for me to play. But I don't want them to get rid of high rounds altogether. That would not be a good decision.
Yeah.
Check out how to play a base.
Yeah. Have you guys ever played Easter egg speedruns? I doubt it.
No.
But...
No.
No.
I've been
I'm not
told
an
to
Easter
try
egg
them
guy.
quite a few times, but I've never like actually gone and done it.
yeah,
I don't even know how to do half the Easter eggs.
the BO3 ones are really good. They're relatively quick. They're not super annoying or anything. Well, my favorite was Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil, when I played it, didn't have any RNG, and it was just like killing. It was killing Marguas and like grappling fast and all that kind of stuff. So that was really fun. and I didn't have to worry about restarting that much. But then now Shadows of Evil is filled with like anywhere but here RNG, just meatball RNG, all that kind of crap, bugs, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think I would want to go back to that. And also there's some Spider-Man shit where apparently you grapple up and then you jump on a wire and climb on top of the building and then jump off and look at the symbol and grapple another way, and it's like that's a little bit too much for me. A little bit too much for me.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Clear man.
That just doesn't look that fun. At this point.
This episode's been pretty interesting so far, honestly, because I'll have the topics laid out and we'll go through the topics like, all right, this topic, this topic, this topic. But we kind of just been talking about whatever on this. I like it. It's more of a I don't know.
Talk between good friends.
Yeah. And I think people will like it. I definitely think people will like it. I mean, we still have other stuff to talk about for the next like 20 minutes or so, but definitely an interesting way to do it, because my other ones have been more, I don't know, I wouldn't say scripted, but definitely more like linear like that.
Yeah.
I like hopping around on topics, just bringing in whatever's relevant at the time. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's the way it should be, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
it flow a bit better.
Yeah, I think it depends on the person though, because most of the time it'll be specific topics, but within that topic we flow to a lot of different areas. Like, yeah, we have this topic right here, but this topic goes there, and we end up talking about that for like 40 minutes, and when we end the topic we're not even talking about what we started in the beginning. But
when Extreme and I did that Zombies podcast, we didn't have a topic. It was just everyone join the call and make fun data.
We probably should have come. I feel like we could have made it go somewhere if we actually made the topics like.
Or if we actually tried on the podcast.
I mean, yeah, that too. Like we didn't even try and like proper start it off. We literally just like the main thing we were gonna do is just like start a stream and then just like talk like about anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that didn't really go as well, and eventually we just got to the point where after about 5 minutes we just started having to go at data. That's about it.
Just for no reason.
Was it a YouTube video? Did you upload it to YouTube or was it just streamed?
No, it was on a Twitch channel. Yeah.
All the Zombies podcast.
Yeah.
I still wish I could see it. I still wish I could see this, but you said you lost all of it. You don't have the footage anymore.
Yeah, I don't have.
It's still gone.
Didn't highlight it on Twitch either.
No,
I think I forgot to put past broadcasts on. I think.
Oh, bro. Only a live podcast with no past broadcast. Oh my god, bro. I've never heard of that. Wait, isn't that just a stream then? Is that even a podcast if it's not saved?
It's just pretty much just a stream. Yeah, it's really much
discussion stream. Yes.
Yeah, a discussion stream about nothing, literally.
Yeah. The roast of Data G5.
Yeah, pretty much.
What it was. Like our intro was like welcome to the stream with like a Christmas carol, and we played like heavy metal Christmas songs. Like as an intro.
We should make it like a yearly thing until the Zombies community's gone.
Should we do it like every holiday?
Yes. Who's getting roasted next though? Who's getting roasted next? I volunteer to be roasted.
Ooh.
I want to do Big Shot. Big Shot would be funny as fuck.
Yeah, with Big Shot we can get Styles on it.
With all the Big Shot drama going on,
who's Big Shot?
So Big Shot is, I mean, he used to play BO3 about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, he pretty much disappeared for like a year. Came back with Cold War, and then he just started.
He came back playing just tag. Remember?
Oh, actually, you're right. He did. He started playing tag,
and
then Cold War came out, and he just started playing Cold War, and that's what he's been playing for like a year now.
Is he good at it?
I mean, you can't really be good at Cold War, to be honest.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean,
Are you good at not killing yourself from boredom? I mean, that's really.
I mean, he has rounds, if that's what you mean. He has like a
Yes.
400 and something on one of the maps. I have no idea what it's called.
Firebase C or
No, the other one.
D Machine.
That one.
Oh.
That one. Yeah. And I mean, he pretty much then he's been like trying to make fun of like people that play like BO3, BO2, BO1, but I mean, it doesn't really work because he plays Cold War. That's pretty much who he is now.
Yeah, if you play Cold War, like if that's your main game, you definitely have no room to make fun of BO1, BO2, BO3 players, even BO4 players. Even World at War players. World at War is better than Cold War.
I agree, yeah. It's
still like I don't know, like it weirds me out that people still say like Cold War is hard or some shit like that.
People say that? Who are you talking to?
Like some people on Twitter, like they'll tweet and it's like, "Oh, beat Cold War is actually not as easy as people say it is. I died in like 320."
Yeah, I died on a higher round than pretty much every other game besides Black Ops 4, but no, this game is so difficult.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, it takes like 15 hours to get to round 300, and it takes like 60 hours to get to 255 on BO3 Ascension. But no. Cold War's hard, bro. Cold War's hard.
I think it's even less than that. Isn't it like 4 hours or like 5, or it used to be 4 or 5 hours to like 200?
I think it was, yeah, I think you're right. I think a 255 was somewhere around 7-ish hours on D Machine.
Jesus Christ.
And that map was really fast, but I think it crashed or errored or disconnected all the time. So people stopped playing it. And then Firebase Z was really stable. And then, but that map was even more brain dead. You just sat in a room and shot your Ray K-84, whatever it's called. You just kept shooting that down, or you shoot the orb shot, and then you shoot that, and then it explodes or whatever, and you just do that on repeat. You never run out of ammo because all the like manglers and stuff drop ammo. The armor's right by you. You run like 30 seconds there and back to get a self revive if you down. But they nerfed. No, they didn't nerf the ray gun. I think they like increased the health cap to 80 or something now, so it's slightly harder, but I still think it's pretty brain dead compared to the other games.
I mean, yeah, you can still shoot them and kill them within like a couple of shots. So,
yeah.
It hasn't really done much. I think at this point they can't really fix the game, because if they change the game drastically, there's going to be too many people like complaining about it.
Yeah, I think they were probably better off just leaving the game as it was, and the only thing that probably needed fixing was the stability. As long as they fixed the stability, I'm sure most people would be happy with how the game was, how easy it was. Obviously the competitive community wasn't a huge fan, but the 98% of their player base is casuals, and they brought in so many people that probably never played zombies before to Cold War, because like the free DLC and stuff. So they brought a lot of people who just played multiplayer over to Cold War because it was so easy. You didn't need anything to set up, no complex YouTube guides. You just got on there and played. So I would say at least like 98% of their player base is casuals who don't give a fuck about the difficulty and just want to get to the highest round possible with the least amount of effort. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't like the game, but I still think it was a bad decision for them to like change the health, especially this late.
Definitely. I thought they've just been changing so much about the games recently. It's been like BO4 they take out Jug, and then Cold War they take the health down like way lower. It's like, what's next? Like you have infinite health, and like the only difficulty is like, oh, you might run out of ammo. You need to go buy something. Like, I don't know what the next step is. Like, you already have infinite downs now. Like,
yeah. I'm hoping Infinity Ward comes out with a zombies game, because Infinite Warfare Zombies was really solid. Two of the maps,
What was it?
Rave and Spaceland, were really good. Like, definitely top tier maps of all time. And the
Ooh.
mechanics on that game are super good too. The movement isn't hard at all. It's really easy, but it's satisfying. Um, I think the health on the zombies constantly increases like the other games. The amount of zombies increases. There's trap strats, wonder weapon strats, um, all that kind of stuff. And also they have a card system. It's like similar to gums, but the classic gums are still better than like the mega cards. So like you only use them for setup really. But it was really balanced game, really enjoyable for high rounds. I know a lot of people like the Easter eggs on the game as well. But if they can come back with another game, I think that has the most potential because Treyarch is already fucked. Like I don't think Treyarch is really gonna make a good zombies game anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're done, literally.
Have you played
Mhm.
Infinite Warfare?
No, I've looked into it, and I mean, it looks really fun, but I don't know. I mean, it's probably a good idea. It's like something new, like BO2 and BO1. Like I still have those games to play. If like now, because I'm getting bored of BO3.
Mm-hmm.
I still have like other ways to go because I pretty much only played BO3 the whole time. So I mean, I might just wait a little bit and then go for Infinite Warfare
Yeah, it's like
if it's not, like completely gone by that point.
last time I checked, Infinite Warfare with all DLC was $20 on G2A. So I bought the game with the season pass for $20. So that comes with the full game too, like campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and all DLC for all of that. And I mean, it's definitely a lot for $20. I got into it because Stealth was playing Raven the
Mhm.
Redwoods. He got a world record on that, and Pleasantly GG was playing Spaceland, trying to play as fast as he could using the crocodile trap, and both of those looked super entertaining. So I got the game and learned about it a little bit, but I kind of got back onto BO1 after a few weeks. But once I'm completely burned out on BO1, I'm definitely gonna go back to IW because that game is sick.
That sounds really good.
I hate to be a party pooper, but I gotta go.
Whoa.
No, you're good. I have to go in a few minutes anyway too. But
All right.
all right.
Well, I had fun on the podcast. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, dude. And
Yeah.
have a good day.
Yeah, you too. See you, boys.
See ya.
Ciao.
Yeah, now that Venomzzz is gone, we can have fun. No.
Yes, let's go.
But yeah, now I wanted to ask you about no AATs. So for people that don't know, AATs on Black Ops 3 are alternate ammo types. So when you pack a punch your weapon the second time, you get the AAT, like Deadwire, Blast Furnace, Turned, Fireworks. Feel like I'm missing something. But what? Oh yeah, Thunderwall.
Thunderwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get those abilities. Those are AATs. And on Black Ops 3, there's a category called no AATs because most of the Black Ops 3 strategies consist of using your AATs for the whole game. So if you take those away, you have to find other strategies, like whether it's a wonder weapon strategy or a trap strategy and everything. And that category has been popping off lately. So Square was playing Dreisendrach no AATs. Looked like a pretty interesting strat. Then I saw Extreme was playing Dreisendrach no AATs. Zombie Dog has been playing a bunch of maps with it. He's also been playing Megas no AATs, I think. Nick Zombies, who generally just plays BO3 Classics, has been playing no AATs as well. But Extreme, how do you feel about no AATs? Do you think this is the future of BO3?
It definitely makes a lot of the maps a lot more interesting. Like DE and SOE looks a lot more interesting. With no AATs, there's like it makes it like a new way to play the game, and I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like takes you away from like the boring thing of like just like full hoarding, like shooting your blast furnace or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
something along those lines. Instead, you're like, I don't know, doing trap strats or something. Like you have to think about the game a lot more, and I don't know. I really like that. I'm definitely going to be playing No ATs a lot more like in the future. Like SOE and fuck, what's the other map? I can't even think of the other map.
DE,
But there's
the giant.
definitely not the giant. Oh, ZNS. That's what I was doing.
Oh, ZNS
Z.
no AATs. How does that work?
Well, so on the low rounds from like 1 to 120, you do I think it's the plane trap.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you do that and the fan trap, like a double trap. And then I think it's after like 155 or something,
Mm-hmm.
like the plane trap breaks. So there's like a single trap strap with a fan trap. And me and Pilot have been like trying it out and like perfecting it. And I'm definitely playing a game of that when I get it like down because it's really fun.
Yeah, that's wait, which one is the fan trap? Where is that on the map? Is that
That's
is that by
that's you know when you
power or
yeah like when you open the door and like to the right, there's like a trap up there. That's what the fan trap is.
oh, okay. Yeah, I know what trap
Yeah.
that is. All right. And then is the plane trap the one that's like when you spawn in, you go out the left door and then go to your left? Or is
Yeah.
it okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because I mean, I assume there's a lot of no AAT strats that are possible on all these maps, and they haven't been explored very much because everybody just plays with AATs, and so it's
Yeah.
definitely it's like a completely new game is coming out because this is one of the base mechanics of BO3. So pretty much every strat has to be changed besides like the no pap maps. Like obviously knocked no AATs is the same thing, but
Well, I mean, Rev doesn't change.
oh yeah. Well, would you have to apothecant trade possibly? Because I know you use
Uh,
Deadwire at the window. You use Deadwire, I think Cherry and the Rags at that window at some point in the 200s, but
I actually, yeah, I think past like 230, you'd probably have to do one like every round or every 2 rounds.
that's right. That's right. I think I know somebody said that they got a no AATs 255 on Rev. Wait, was that Zombie Dog?
Yeah, there's been multiple.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. Should I hop on the no AATs wave?
I mean, it definitely makes the game a lot more like it makes you want to play the game a lot more than I don't know, like sitting in a corner or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'd definitely say give it a try. There's, I mean, there's some maps that are good with it and some maps that are bad with it. Like I don't know, like I'd say Moon or something along those lines isn't amazing with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Might as
like
well play
SOE
BO1
and
at that
DE,
point.
yeah. But then like SOE and DE, I think are really good with no ATs.
Mm-hmm.
I think DE gets a bit boring once you get to the point where it's like you do traps a lot. But other than that, it's definitely worth a try.
Yeah, I was watching DE. It looked somewhat interesting. Definitely looked more interesting than Cherry Strat. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I saw there's that thing where I don't know how you do it, but when you run through the church trap, you don't get shocked.
Oh yeah. So you know when the Panzer spawns and like while it's going down, if you slide under him, well, like
Mm-hmm.
while he's like about to hit the ground, if you get like fire on your screen or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
then when you run through the electric trap, you don't take any damage. I think it's different with the death ray and the other trap, and that just respawns them.
Mm-hmm.
But with the electric trap, you don't take any damage, which makes it like you can do a lot more strats because obviously with the triple trap strat, you have to run through the trap a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and considering where it is and where the spawns are, there's a possibility you're just going to run straight into the respawners.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely good that there's a way to take away the trap damage.
Yeah, that would be really, really risky if every time you ran through the trap you were stunned and the way those BO3 zombies hit, like you're stunned for a second, there's a zombie there, you're fucked. Like that guy's
Yeah,
gonna slap the shit out of you in a second before you have time
you
to run
instant
away.
die.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Right. And because I'm running low on time, I got okay, one more topic I want to bring up. Okay. toxicity in the community. So it's an interesting topic because a lot of people have different views about toxicity. I know some people like to roast each other. Other people consider that toxic. People have fun with their friends, and some people consider that toxic. Some people may not understand that things are a joke and then not feel good about that. So, like,
Yeah.
what do you consider toxic?
Hmm. I don't really know, It's I feel like it's at this point there isn't really like one singular thing that it is. It's like like because at this point I don't really call anything toxic. Like if everyone else wouldn't do it, then I wouldn't do it just because like I don't really like see the point in it. It's like if you actually think about what it means, everyone's going to be toxic at some point. Like there's no point like just saying, yeah, I've never done that, I've
Mhm.
never had an argument with anyone, something like that. It's like you're obviously going to do it, it just happens. It's like, but then some people, it's like you respond to something, and then some people like take that the wrong way and think you're being quote unquote toxic. And I don't really know. It's like some people just take a lot of things the wrong way. And then eventually you just turn into pretty much what I am. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I definitely haven't done it on purpose. I've definitely done it on purpose. But there's some people where it's like I say something, it's an obvious joke, and then I don't know, they just get really offended.
Yeah, so I mean, if I asked on Twitter or something, who is one of the most toxic people in the community, I bet a lot of people would answer with Extreme. So, like, what do you have to say about that? Were you toxic in the past and now you're not? Were you always toxic? Were you never toxic? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I definitely was during lockdown. There was definitely quite a few moments when, yeah, I was definitely toxic. Um, there was also some other times where people just took things the wrong way and just took
Mm-hmm.
it really seriously. Um, but yeah, and then there were some people where it's like, I'd have like an argument with them, which like technically they started, but because I couldn't prove it, I'd get the blame for it. And then at
Mm-hmm.
this point, there's also like accounts on Twitter that's like I just get blamed for it just because of stuff I've done. It's like a
Yeah,
lot of them just aren't me.
that's
Um,
unfortunate.
I mean, I'll take it because I mean, how do I say this? I'd prefer I'd prefer these accounts to actually exist than like get reported and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm getting the blame and I don't know, like I get banned and stuff, I'd rather that than these accounts disappear. To be honest.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and also I think a big thing is on Twitter, it's sometimes very difficult to tell what somebody means through their tweet because you can't sense sarcasm a lot of the time because there's no tone of voice. Like you don't see anybody's facial expressions, so you don't know
Mhm.
exactly what they mean by it. You don't know if somebody's offended by something or hurt, if they're mad, if they're joking. So like Twitter is a fucking shitty place sometimes
Yeah.
because you really don't know what's going on. You could completely like misinterpret a situation. But on VC, so if you're voice chatting with someone, you could at least hear the tone of voice. So you can usually tell. And then if you see somebody's face like on stream, then you can 100% tell like, oh, this person's face is upset and I hear it in their voice. So maybe like I should chill out. But just like if you're typing in chat, especially chat, Twitter, Discord messages, like you're kind of fucked. Like even if you try to not be toxic, like you can definitely be accidentally toxic. And
I can see that. Yeah.
yeah, but I've definitely been toxic before. I mean, I always try to be I always try to be nice. I always try to have a good streaming environment because I want people to, be able to hang out in my stream and have a good time no matter who
Yeah.
they are. But sometimes like I could be in a shitty mood and somebody says something and I just like
go off on them. Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely said some toxic shit before, but it's okay. We're all toxic at some point. We're all toxic at
Exactly.
some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's like theoretically possible to get rid of toxicity in the community or make it better, and how?
I think I mean, there's not a way to get rid of it like completely, just
Mhm.
because like in any community, there's gonna be like people that disagree, and then that's just gonna a lot of the time that just turns into arguments, which some people consider toxic. So I guess yeah, but I think if people were allowed to like explain, like instead of just like one thing happening, then you just block them. It's like
Mhm.
if you let them explain like what they were doing, like it, like because obviously there'll be some times when they are trying to be toxic, and then sometimes where they're not.
Mhm.
So obviously, in the times when they're not, if those people are allowed to explain themselves, then I think a lot of people like being hated and stuff would go straight like way down. Because
Mhm.
there's definitely some people that I talk to as well that like their intentions are not the same as what like people think it is.
Mhm.
Um, like I know Venom's has done some Venom's is like the same, but like he's done a lot of stuff that like have just been taken the wrong way because like he's like very sarcastic with like everything he says,
Yeah, I
and
could tell.
and some people don't understand that, so like they just take a lot of what he says just out of context, and
Mhm.
yeah, it just yeah. I
Yeah.
think if also there be like because there's sometimes where uh like arguments would start in like a Twitch chat and then it goes over to Twitter, but because of like how it looks like this like the person that took it over to Twitter started it,
Mhm.
even though what could have just happened is like I don't know, they get banned in the chat, just get annoyed
Mhm.
because of what they did was taken the wrong way. So then you try to explain it out to Twitter, and then that event like they just don't believe you, and then just another argument starts. It's just how it works.
Yeah, kind of like a cycle of shit. Yeah, you say something in chat, it gets taken the wrong way, and you get banned. So, and you don't have a way to explain yourself, so you take it to Twitter so you could explain yourself. And then people take it the wrong way there. People also don't have context there, and then
Yeah,
they start a Twitter argument. It's just like it's hard to get out of that. It's hard to get out of that. You need to be very like open to hearing other people and open to forgiving somebody. But
definitely.
usually it just ends up like I fucking hate you and don't talk to me again. You're blocked, you're banned in my chat. Go fuck yourself. All the French people will unfollow you now.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely heard that one. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're all just doing our best to have a good time in the community, and if people are willing to just like exist and understand that other people are going to joke and that it's not a big fucking deal, then I think we'll be better. If everybody doesn't take everything so seriously, maybe. Like,
Yeah. A lot of people would treat like I don't know. A lot of people treat like their little community as like their own company, and it's like if one thing goes wrong, they like have a full on go at you. It's like
mhm.
so some people just disagree. It's just what happens. I don't know. It's- you can't really. I mean, you can get annoyed at it, but it's like there's certain things where it's like you can't really stay annoyed at that for that long.
Mhm.
There's like
Yeah.
I remember Furret tweeted out something, and like at the bottom there's a bunch of screenshots. So one of them was Curve just saying like you smell like poo. It's like you can't really be mad at that.
No, I like those. I like those insults cuz I mean they're so obviously a joke. But when somebody takes that seriously and gets offended, that's the best. That's the best. You smell like poo. What the fuck did you say about me? What the fuck did you say about me, bruv? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that'll wrap up today's podcast because unfortunately I gotta go to work. I got work in like 15 minutes, so I gotta head out of the house in like 5 minutes. But I
Yeah.
really appreciate you coming on. You know, we've been talking about this for ages, like I said. But
Appreciate you having me on here.
yeah, let's rate your experience 1 to 10. How was it? Be honest. If it was shitty, let me know. 1 is the worst experience you've ever had in your life. 10, you would come back.
I'd definitely say like a 9. You know,
9, really?
I'd definitely come back. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is fun.
All right, all right.
Only
Okay.
reason it's not a 10 is just because of the timing. You know,
Mhm.
it could have been a little bit longer. I feel, but you know,
Oh,
it's not
definitely.
your fault. Obviously, it's just these things happen.
Yeah, definitely some more topics we could go into another time. Maybe part 2. Maybe part 2 sometime in the future.
Yeah.
If you guys want a part 2,
I'll
drop a comment,
ask
drop a
Venom what he
like.
thinks about that. Definitely, yeah.
All right, all right. Yeah, we are open to a part 2. So if you guys want it, let us know in the comments, let us know on Twitter, drop a like, all that kind of stuff, and we'll bring the dynamic trio back.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Make sure to go check out Extreme. Go follow his Twitch. Go follow his Twitter. I'll leave all his links in the description. Same thing with Venomzzz. I know he left early, but I'll still leave his links down the description. And anything you want to say before we end it off, Extreme?
I don't know. Thanks for having me on here. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, boys. Thanks everybody once again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.